Hi, I'm Kat. Welcome back to Monday Never. We're a family of 3 sailing around the world on Sailing Vessel Paradox. When I'm not sailing, you can usually find me behind a sewing machine, making beautiful clothes for myself, my little girl, or even sewing for the boat. Sometimes we make videos about our lives, traveling on a sailboat. Other times we make videos about my sewing projects. This video is one of those. We welcome our guests to the beautiful British Virgin Islands, where I get the chance to teach an 11-year-old how to sew for the first time. So come along. There'll be sailing, there'll be underwater activities, and there'll be a lot of sewing. Get there. This is Ayla. She's 11. She and her parents, Ryan and Jenna, came to visit us for 2 weeks. We got the boat ready, picked them up from the airport, and spent the first week sailing and snorkeling all over the Virgin Islands. But then, Ayla made the mistake of asking me how I sewed while sailing, and the trajectory of their trip changed big time.
So I saw the video where she made the dress for Maddie on a really smooth sail, and so I wanted to know how the heck you did that.
All right, so today on, what are we calling it? Sewing
on a sailboat.
Sewing on a sailboat. We are going to teach Miss Ayla here
Yay!
how to sew. We've got some fabric left over from when we sewed Maddie a dress before, and we're gonna see about using it to make her some sort of a cool top. And it might be a nice idea, well, a fun way to teach you how to sew.
Yay!
And show how we transform this sailboat into a sewing space. This top, we're using a digital pattern. And what's very cool about a lot of the online pattern companies is that they provide their patterns in PDF format. So we can just print them on the boat, just print the size that we need, put it together, and we'll be good to go. But first I've got to take Ayla's measurements so we know which size to print.
We're doing while they're doing sewing. So fun. We're doing baking.
This is a way bigger project than I thought. I thought you just took fabric and cut it and then you just sewed it all together.
Just totally made it up?
Yeah, not printing the layout and then cutting it and then cutting the fabric over that, and then...
Joe, just you wait, girl. It gets even more. Ayla just asked if this was harder or easier with a 3-year-old on board, and I said, what do you think? Do you think it's harder or easier with you? Easier with you?
Yeah.
Definitely. So we're almost done putting this together. As you can see, space is at a bit of a premium here.
15 is the last one, right?
So I just finished cutting out this puzzle piece that fits into the top somehow.
So my trusty team has cut out all of the pattern pieces. We're gonna cut the fabric now. I'm gonna do a quick iron. And some people say that sewing is more ironing than sewing, and I think if you want your clothes to look right, to look good, that's true. But I don't have an ironing board, so we just iron on the rug. And we make do. So you see how this is only half of a piece?
Yeah.
We're gonna cut it with the fabric folded underneath it, so it'll open up and be 2 pieces.
Brilliant.
We were about to start cutting our fabric when we realized that we had a slight problem. I think we're gonna have to find some different fabric for the lining. I don't think we have quite enough. We have hit our first snag in the project. It always happens. I thought we surely had enough fabric from Maddie's scraps, but I am too used to making things for a 3-year-old body and not a nearly teenager body, and we're just shy So we got to go through the fabric scraps and figure out what we can do for the lining. The other problem with sewing on a boat is you do not have unlimited fabric stores. So yeah, we're gonna get creative and sew with what we got. All right, we are back.
Yay!
Yay! So yesterday we got through cutting out all of the pattern pieces.
Yeah,
Little tedious.
yeah.
Little tedious. Today we are going to cut the fabrics. I have an old bed sheet. Super glamorous. But Ayla's being a really good sport about it. So we are going to upcycle this piece of cloth. Hopefully it'll look really cute. I taught Ayla how I cut out fabric using a rotary cutter and fabric weights, which are just industrial washers, and then put her to work. So Ryan, in all of your time working on boats, and you've worked on a fair few, have you ever cut pretty flower fabric?
I've never cut any fabric, period, actually, so. Look at that.
Pretty fabric.
Nailed it.
All cut and ready to be sewn.
Woohoo.
Tomorrow, maybe.
Yes. Tomorrow we take on the project of sewing.
So it was like, sewing looks really hard, and I was like, no, sewing is easy. Everything else is hard. I mean, we're already a couple of hours into this project, and we haven't even gotten out the sewing machine.
Or even thought about it.
Or even
Really?
literally thought about it. We haven't even thought about it. So, tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the day.
Fabric successfully cut out, we spent the rest of the day sailing. Ryan almost lost our dinghy, and Will almost lost our drone.
I volunteered to take the trash in before we moved the boat this morning. There's the trash. But unfortunately, there's where the painter for the dinghy was tied on to. And I absolutely was the person with the dinghy. Absolutely tied it on. Absolutely didn't tie it on all the way correctly, obviously. So.
You know what I love? I love when things happen and I didn't do it.
All right, so we see a possible winner here.
Awesome. Not flooded or punctured, yes. Wow. Great. That's about as lucky as we can get. Well, that's definitely not a broken rope, Brian.
This drone is problematic. Even on the best of times, it has a mind of its own. So I give it a 20% chance it goes in the water today.
20% chance it goes in the water? Yeah, that's probably about right. It has a lot of connectivity issues. It detects interference even if we're in the middle of nowhere, and it'll just kind of start doing its own thing. So we'll see. I'm also not a particularly good driver. I don't see it.
So yeah, he's in that cloud right there. So we lost a little connectivity. And the best way to get back connectivity is sail back to it. So he's going down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you just can't fight against the breeze.
The question is, can we get to it before the battery dies?
But luckily, both were safely recovered, and it ended up being a super fun day. You did not behave well.
Put him on timeout.
Alright guys, so the day is here. Maddie, what are we going to do today?
We're gonna sew sheet atop.
That's right, we're going to sew she at top. We're going to sew Ayla at top, right? And you two, you're going to help? Alright, so we got our main fabric. We got our lining fabric, aka the sheet. We got some coordinating thread. We got some snippy snips. We got some scissors. We've got our trusty iron, our clips, our sewing machine.
Mom, can I clip some of the things?
Yeah, you can help clip some of the things, but not yet. Only once we're ready, okay?
Are you ready now?
Not quite. We're gonna get to sewing. I taught Ayla how to sew using scrap fabric that Maddie had decorated. Once she could confidently sew a straight line and a curved line, I let her loose on the real thing. We first sewed the fabric straps together, then placed the straps inside the bodice, sewed that together, flipped it inside out. Fab!
Yay!
Yay! Awesome!
Doesn't look like something crazy.
No, it looks like totally legit. We attached the back, and then it was time for the skirt. We put in some gathering stitches, attached the skirt to the bodice, added in some elastic, did some hemming, and we were done.
It's like perfect. Like it fits perfectly.
Do you think you're ever gonna sew again after this experience?
Yes. Hopefully I get motivated again to do it because
So
all of it worked. I don't know.
We celebrated Ayla's new shirt by getting pizza from a pizza boat and then sending the kids 71 feet up the mast.
We made it up. There's the boat. We done there. This is like so cool.
Our time with our friends had flown by, and we only had a few days left. So, we spent our time visiting the baths, snorkeling incredible dive spots, and enjoying the scenery all around us. Ayla left with a new shirt, a new skill, and if not a new hobby, then definitely a new appreciation for how the clothes we wear are constructed. Happy sewing and sailing, friends. Until next time.